Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel, Leila here, and today we are on Inktober day 9. I'm losing track of days, guys. I'll get it together soon. And so today's word is swing, which I'm super excited about because I'm pretty much just going to be recreating the very famous piece, The Swing, just in my style. The original art piece is by Jean Honore Fragonard. It's one of my favorite pieces. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go look it up. So, with that said, here's my piece of paper, red colored pencil, white gel pen, fine liner, and last, my Ohuhu markers. And once again, thank you to Ohuhu for sponsoring this video as we continue our collaboration together through Inktober. So I have BR3, BR2, GY1, G2, G1, R9, and finally my original Ohuhu marker, color 28. And then of course these are all brush markers by Ohuhu. And as you can see, I'm getting a little bit colorful with this one. I've got browns, greens, and pinks. So I have this picture in my mind, and I'm hoping it's going to come out the way that I'm dreaming it at the moment. And so of course I'm going to be starting with my sketch. So since I'm dealing with a limited sort of space, I'm pretty much changing up the pose a bit. And it's not like I'm doing an exact copy, like I said. This is just basically my own sort of interpretation of it in my style. So I have the pose down, and I'm glad I was able to like fit pretty much her body in, especially with her leg going up. I'm trying to follow the more iconic parts of the piece. You know what? I want to make her a witch. Oh my gosh, it just came to me, and I think that would be perfect to put my own little spin on it. Because at first I was just going to basically just recreate this drawing in my style, but I still want to like make it more creative. I just don't feel like that's enough. So yes, she's gonna be a witch, and I'm so in love with this idea now. Okay, I'm gonna call this sketch done, and I'm gonna go ahead and start lining it. So I don't usually use my ruler, but I'm definitely going to need to for this area where her swing is, like where the ropes are. Right, and then she's got a hand coming over that. Layering ruffles is probably the hardest thing I've ever drawn. And yet I do it not too often because it's kind of ridiculously tedious, but I do it enough that it drives me crazy. But I really like it a lot. Not doing it, I just like the end result. It's usually how things go. I'm really happy with the last minute decision of making her a witch. I feel like the idea panned out perfectly. And that's pretty much it as far as the character herself goes. And I'm going to color her stockings in black. Because I feel like you can't really see her legs all that well. I don't know, there's just so much line work going on with her skirt. So I figure I'll just go ahead and ink her feet and legs in, just so that you can tell them apart. And then I thought I was done inking, but I think I'm going to add a little bit of detail to the brim of her hat. And I want to do it to the hem of her skirt, but I'm nervous. I'm going to go with it. Just adding this black line. It's simple, yet I do it often because it just looks really nice, in my opinion. And then probably a thinner one right above it. All right, and now probably erase some of my red pencil and then start coloring. And I'm starting off with BR3, which is a rose beige for her skin tone. And then I'm going to take my BR2 potato brown and do some shading. There we go. I'm gonna give her green eyes. And then I'm gonna use this lighter pink color, 28, to do some parts of the dress. And then some parts of the dress will be darker pink. So one thing I don't have though are any sort of other colors in pink. So it kind of leaves me a little bit of disadvantage as far as shading goes. But in this case, I'm probably going to just at the end take my black inking pen and just do lines, like multiple lines going one way to do shading in certain areas. And then I'm going to have the hat pretty much matching. And then I'm just going to fill in the bushes. And I'll probably do like a dotting sort of effect with the darker colors to kind of simulate the look of individual leaves in a bush. I've been thinking about what to do with her hair because I don't want to color it pink and I don't want to color it green. So I think I'm just going to take my black Ohuhu and color it in black. And then the cool thing about doing pitch black hair like that is I can add gel pen, kind of make up for the lines being seen. Just so that it doesn't look like a crazy black mass coming out from underneath her hat. And then I will do her shoes pink. And you know what? I got distracted earlier. I was gonna finish the bushes, and I don't know, I completely moved on. Like I did the flat color and then just somewhere along the line I was like, let me do something about, I think I moved on to the hair after I did the bushes and I just totally forgot to shade them. Alright, so maybe I'll just go ahead and do that right now. And the cool thing about these brush tips is that I get these really cool like leaf looking stamps. And so it's easy to like shade with. Okay, the bushes came out a lot cuter than I thought they would. I didn't really think the effect would turn out so well, and I really am in love with it. So now I'm just doing those lines that I talked about just to get in some sort of shading kind of effect. And then there's just a lot of empty white space in the background. Part of me just wants to let it go and just sort of like call it done, but I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like all that white space in the background. So I'm going to take my black Ohuhu and fill it in. All right. Filling in the background with pure black definitely gives the final overall piece just a different feel, and it's definitely one that I like. Like it feels finished, it feels filled in, and it goes with the idea of Inktober in the sense of there's a lot of ink and black being used. And I don't know, I enjoy the end effect of it. And so, if you enjoyed today's video with the word swing, maybe comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye!